NBA Live 19 gameplay.
I got what you want, what you need, you know I'm on my way, baby come ride with me. This is not a drill, I gotta keep it real, you could get what you want, long as you ride with me, ride with me.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen, great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From Quicken Loans Arena, tonight, the Cleveland Cavaliers getting set to match up with the Los Angeles Lakers. Jay, it's been a long time coming. Lakers are trying to get back to the playoffs, but they are still relevant because there's a method to the madness.
Well, you have the same PG and Magic Johnson that's still running the offense, and you have to give him a ton of credit. He's always been able to keep the Lakers relevant within the news cycle. And if it's from stories like Andre Ingram, bringing him up from the G League, creating that moment for him in a Lakers uniform, or tying it all together and bringing Rob Pelinka to the table, the guy who managed maybe the greatest Laker of all time, there's no doubt about it. Magic Johnson is quietly creating. Actually, not quietly, loudly creating. Showtime 2.0.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Deep right corner. Driving right to the basket. Good. Off a spin.
Nasty. You better remember his number and not let that happen again.
Across the timeline comes James. Down 2. Cousins to James. Knocked loose. Cavs have it.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Love to Colin Sexton. And scores.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Los Angeles, they have it. James to Cousins. Jay, last year the Lakers 35-47. What impact, obviously, will LeBron James have on this Lakers team and their record?
There's no doubt that I think the Lakers will get over 35 wins. Will they get over 50, though, is the major question. I don't see that happening, considering last year only 2 teams in the West, Golden State and Houston, had over 50 wins.
LeBron into the front court. Now down 6. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. Davis to Danny Green. That's no good. Knocked loose. Thompson. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First try, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Lakers at the controls right now. They get it to Kuzma down low. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Sexton. Thompson. To Love. For three. Textbook defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Add 2 points to the board. AD, is he a new age big?
Easy answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position. He can protect the rim. Plus, if you switch, he can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has an answer for it.
Caldwell Pope matched up with Knight. Danny Green to Caldwell Pope. Tristan Thompson snatching it out of the air.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Kevin Love able to recover with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
To Cousins. Throws it down. Now a whistle. And Cleveland is going to use a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game.
Sexton.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Cavs at the controls. Nothing going here on that drive. To Colin Sexton. Probing the defense. Fires the three. Jordan Clarkson hounded. Shot off the mark. To Caldwell Pope. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Missed his first. That one goes.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Clarkson with the basketball. Up by 3. To Colin Sexton. Baseline drive. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Rondo with the basketball. Down 5. Right down Broadway. 4-2.
I 100% guarantee you that was not the play call, but a bucket is a bucket.
Cleveland has the basketball. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Jordan Clarkson has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 80% at the line. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. Footer at the buzzer. It's good to beat the buzzer. He got it off just in time to count the basket, and they're back within striking distance at the 1 quarter down. Jay, is anyone gonna miss? Defense was not good in that first quarter.
It was great to watch, and both teams were on fire. But, Ed, let me bring you inside one of the huddles. These teams are fiery. I heard one player say, we got to draw a line. We got to fight. We got to continue to compete. Get up in somebody's face. The effort will be there in the second quarter.
And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Hey, Chaz, if you're watching, Let me know what you think of game.
Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
To Clarkson. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Proud City.
Here comes the screen. James. McGee powers it through.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Cavaliers with the basketball. Thompson. To Clarkson. 4-3. Jordan Clarkson. That was a difficult shot. Hits the 3.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot.
Knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
And I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Stepping in, the Cleveland Cavaliers.
That was a LeBron that got
Danny Green.
stuffed.
To Davis. Slams it down.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
LeBron James sends it away. And scores, and the foul. Kevin Love does it all. And now a chance at a 3-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Brown blocked it.
Kevin
but
Love
wasn't enough.
trying to cash in on the 3-point play. For his career, 82%. Love, good with the free throw. Old-fashioned 3-point play as the Cavs add to their lead. It's James controlling the offense. Gets a look, can't hit. To Clarkson.
LeBron's off again.
Takes stock of the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. Gets to the basket, but it's no good. Davis to Danny Green. Shot from the lane won't go. Love. Lakers have it. Short jumper off the mark.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short on the shot.
LeBron into the front court. 9-point margin. Look out. Anthony Davis with the slam.
Brow down, Ed, when you come into my town.
Wow, you rhyming right there?
Obviously.
Yes, and a foul. Hell of a chance at a 3-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Matthew Dellavedova at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Los Angeles has the basketball to Kyle Kuzma.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Kevin Love pins it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
LeBron blocked again. See how many blocks we can get on him.
Thompson. Anthony Davis. Huge block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Knocked loose. Cavs come away with it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Oh, I missed a short one there.
I don't know how he missed that.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Clarkson. And a nice finish at the rim.
You know, he may not show up in your feed all the time with the crazy highlights, but he's one of the most underrated creative shot makers we have in this game.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. It's James controlling the offense. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
A couple of cracks at the line now.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Colin Sexton at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Two for two on that trip. James into the front court, trailing by 10. To Davis. Danny Green. Marquise Chris swats it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
LeBron James with the rock. Count the basket inside.
How do you get that?
That's it. First half has come to an end. The Cavaliers enjoying a healthy lead.
The Cavaliers worked hard for their halftime lead, and they've been showing off some excellent shooting, and it's ultimately points that win games. So if they can keep this up, there's a great chance they can finish with a victory. These are the guys getting buckets for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Lakers would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. Fellas,
Skip the
back
rest
to
of
you.
Back to the game.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. LBJ has it. He gets it.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
LeBron with it up top. His guys trail by 10. Strong finish that time for Danny Green. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first three quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Spins and scores.
Come on, somebody tell me when he added that to his arsenal.
Across the timeline comes James. They find themselves down 10. And the finish, slam dunk.
Tristan did nothing to stop
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
Deep left corner to Love. Beyond the arc for three. Great defense, forcing the miss. And flushes it down. No stopping AD here.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
DeMarcus Cousins with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
And draws the foul.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Kyle Kuzma, couple of free throws on the way. A career 70% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
His timing was a tad bit off.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2.
The drive, right to the basket, and a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Ball in possession of
Make that
Cleveland.
come back on you. It's not cool.
To Love. Gets it in the left corner. Curling inside. Short jumper won't fall.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
On the follow. Way to stay with it.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Danny Green rejects it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
LeBron's going off now.
I got ball. It's all me. You gotta get up on that.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
LBJ with it. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Off the mark at the line. To Clarkson. Count it.
Okay, you don't get a 10 for style points, but it worked.
LeBron into the front court. His guys down 3. Kevin Love tips it.
That's it, Love.
That kid
Get it
can
out of
block
there.
out the sun, man.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. Los Angeles Lakers are in the penalty.
Baseline drive, but he can't finish.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed
Keep
and
fouling.
taking away the lane.
And Cousins
Don't cost
is
me this
fouled.
game.
Boogie going to the line. He's going to shoot 2.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case
Terrible.
of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. LBJ. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Missed it. Clarkson. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Number 12, shooting.
First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws.
Heck yeah, up by 4 now. On the distance.
LeBron into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. And a whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
First one, count it. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. From the painted area, won't go down. JaVale McGee to James. And a chance coming up at the line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots. He's struggled so far. Can't connect on the first free throw. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip.
I'm here. I got ball.
To Love. From long range. And the Lakers with the rebound.
Thought he had it.
Lakers ball. Caldwell Pope. Not that time. Lays it up and in.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
James into the front court. Shot clock off as they search for something to narrow the deficit. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't connect. It's no good. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. That ends the third quarter. The Cavaliers have the lead. The Cavaliers started the basketball here in the fourth quarter. And that halftime lead, it was cut down in the third.
And just because the numbers on the scoreboard say that you're winning doesn't mean that the feeling on the court implies that. This team is gaining momentum. If you don't do something to gain your momentum back, they're going to come back and win this game.
It's James controlling the offense to Kyle Kuzma. Driving right to the basket. Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
JaVale McGee sends it away. LeBron with it up top. Trailing by 4. To the rim. Lays it up and in. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Anthony Davis. The defense is really going to have to start paying attention. He's 5 for 5 for the field.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost him.
Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
It's James controlling the offense. JaVale McGee to Danny Green. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Around the perimeter to Love. And he finishes at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Time for some new personnel into the game.
For LA, number 15, DeMarcus Cousins.
Got it.
Look at that. Calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Nothing going here on that drive. Over to the right side. Love. That's off the side of the rim. Short.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Cavs at the controls. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Matthew Dellavedova. He's got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Across the timeline comes James. All tied up, just underway in this 4th quarter. Whoa, what a finish.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
To Kyle Kuzma. Nice pass to get things going.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To James. The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter, and there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
To Love. Fires the 3, shakes free, and hits.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. James to Cousins. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Missed it at the line. Can't connect from inside. LeBron into the front court. Up 5. To Kyle Kuzma. Knocked loose. Kuzma to James. Knocks it down from mid-range.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
LeBron James with the rock. They'll get it down to Davis. And look out. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
To Clarkson. Here's a chance from long range, and that's rebounded by Kuzma. To James. Here comes the screen. Here's LeBron for 2. Jumper's good.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Now the Cavs gonna signal for timeout. They're down big in this 4th quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. The opposing coach is gonna counter, make some changes of his own. Lets it fly from long range, and the Lakers have the rebound. The Lakers get the victory. as they get a good win on the road. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew,
The Lakers won this game after a close finish. I could get into detail. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.